to Dallas Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is September the 15th, 2021. And we got some NXT 2.0 results, ladies and gentlemen. We got the new NXT arena and the logo. For the arena, I didn't say I don't like it. I do like it, and I don't like it because it's too light. And it's better than the other one that the old school one that they had last week. Because last week it looked like an underground fight club. Like they had the fence and glass as a barricade, but in the new one, it's like a circle outside the ring. So it's a bigger outside the ring that they could fight and maybe have a steel cage match, and they don't have to like squish through things, like squish through the barricade and the steel cage. But it's pretty cool that it's a bigger stage and it's a bigger outside the ring when they could do Falls Count Anywhere matches, stuff like that. That's a good thing. I do like the Giantron. The Giantron was pretty cool. They had a cylinder thingy shape in the middle, and then the two flat screens on the sides. I think it's a pretty cool arena. And ladies and gentlemen, people were complaining because they might change the wrestlers' gimmicks or try to make it like a cartoon. No, it wasn't like a cartoon. Everything, the rivalries that we had last week, we still have rivalries for this week. And nothing changed. And I believe Triple H is still the boss of NXT. Not Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard, because I read it that Triple H is still the producer of NXT. Maybe the creative stuff is them, but I think Triple H gets the last word because he's the boss. So I think Triple H will not let Vince and Bruce ruin his project here. But what I noticed on this week's NXT, they brought out mostly a lot of new guys. I don't hate it because some of them are pretty good. I enjoy them all. But ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of new guys. We got this guy named Trick Williams. We're teaming up with Carmelo Hayes. Diamond Mine has a new female member, Ivy Nile. Let's see, who else did not show up? Who showed up but not in a match? I think that's it. But there's a lot, and there's going to be a Tony D'Angelo guy that'll be coming soon to NXT. I don't think it's a bad idea that they don't bring no indie wrestlers. I don't think it's a bad idea. I don't think so, because some of these guys that showed are actually very good. And they haven't been on indie shows? Like, seriously? Remember, they're still trained wrestlers. They're trained wrestlers. They didn't bring a random guy from the streets and says, you want to be a wrestler? No. These guys are still trained, but never been on a different company. Indie shows is like something that's on TV. That you could watch. I don't think, a small little a little gym where they fight. I don't think that's an indie show because that's not a show. That's not on TV. That's just them. That feels like they're just training. And like if this gym at wrestling doesn't have a wrestling name, a company name, I don't think it's an indie show. Like Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, those are shows and they have company names. There's actually bosses. I think they're just trying to get some money and have some fights. So I think that's what it is. We got some updates here. Ladies and gentlemen, on the weekend, we got Samoa Joe had to vacate the NXT Championship due to injury. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Fatal 4-Way match that we were supposed to have to become the number 1 contender to versus Samoa Joe is now going to be a Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT Championship. But we heard during a women's tag team match, Kyle O'Reilly got attacked by Pete Dunne and Ridge Holland. So, ladies and gentlemen, he got replaced by Von Wagner. He's a new guy as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the matches here. No big segments really happened here, except for the wedding. The wedding made me laugh so much. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. But, ladies and gentlemen, we got the wedding happen. We didn't get NXT Women's Championship match, but we do got Kushida making his return, and we got the NXT Championship. But let's get to this. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Rick Steiner's son in a match, and they changed his name to Braun Breaker, with 2 K's in there, not just one, will be versing LA Knight in his first match, and LA Knight will have an exhibition match before the NXT Championship match, I guess. I thought it was a pretty decent match. This Breaker guy definitely looks like Rick Steiner. If you guys don't know who Rick Steiner is, he's the brother of Scott Steiner, former tag team champions almost on every company except for, I believe, Impact Wrestling and AEW. But he won tag team titles in WCW and WWE. But Breaker has not been in wrestling. I believe this is his first company that he's working for. Official company. But ladies and gentlemen, he did a good job, but the winner of that match was Braun Breaker against LA Knight. Good job for him. Then we have Imperium. We'll be versing new tag team, Josh Briggs and Brooks Jensen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know who Josh Briggs is, but who the heck is Brooks Jensen is? I don't know who that is. But, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. Not bad. Pretty decent. But the winner of that match was Imperium, getting the win. Then we have B-Fab making her in-ring debut. Her first ever match since she came to NXT. Will be versing Katrina Cortez. Masked wrestler. I think we've seen her a couple of times in NXT, but never won a match. But I know it was a pretty decent, it was an okay match, not bad. But the winner of that match was B-Fab. And ladies and gentlemen, Lopez came out. Elektra Lopez with Santos Escobar and his goons, Raul Medusa and Walking Wild. And ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're not getting a match right now with Lopez and B-Fab yet, but we're gonna wait for it. Then we have Casey and Kaden Carter versus Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jayne. Before the match, I guess we might get a new Mandy Rose. Remember, she got hit in the nose, had a mask on her face last week when she attacked Casey and Kaden Carter after their NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match. Because Sarray did that move that she almost broke somebody's neck with the bottom rope. But, ladies and gentlemen, but the winner of that match was Casey and Kaden Carter by disqualification because Mandy Rose attacked, I think it was Casey, off the turnbuckle. And now, Mandy Rose shows her new look. She is now a brunette, not a blonde anymore. She's different, and she turned heel. And ladies and gentlemen, Sarray came out and attacked all 3 ladies. And then it was official. It would be a 6-women tag team match. Casey, Kaden Carter, and Sarray will be versing Dylan, Jacy Jayne, and Mandy Rose. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Even the fans love it. I love the arena. It's just, I wish they had a better logo. I really wish, because the logo is a little cartoonish. But I wish they had a better logo. But the arena is not that bad, man. It's a big space to have Falls Count Anywhere. Have a big space for any stipulation except maybe War Games, but they could figure it out. I think it's pretty cool, and it looks like there's more fans in the attendance because I believe last week's they had like 3 rows of people. So they on the bleachers, there's 1 row, 2 rows, and 3. I believe there's like 4 or 5 rows in this one. Like seriously, in the new arena, arena. So yeah, but the winner of that match was Mandy Rose and Dawn and Jane gained the win against Casey, Kaden Carter, and Sarray. Then we had Ridge Holland versus Drake Maverick. I thought Drake Maverick is on Raw. Why is he on NXT again? But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Ridge Holland. Then we had the Creed brothers. Oh my god, these guys destroyed everybody. Man, what is going on with these guys? Dynamite found a really great partners with the Creed brothers. There's a way to replace Tyler Russ with two big monsters. These guys destroyed their jobbers, man. The jobber had like 2 punches onto the smaller Creed brother, but the smaller Creed brother got angry and did that clothesline he does to knock out his opponent. The winner of that match was the Creed brothers, and that's how we found out who is Ivy Nile is. She looks like, people say she looks like Rhea Ripley, but shorter. And then Kushida came out and said he's ready now. And ladies and gentlemen, Mike Bittman says, how about next week? Cruiserweight Championship match, Roderick Strong versus Kushida, and that's going to be happening. Then we had our fatal 4-way match for our main event, Tommaso Ciampa versus LA Knight versus Pete Dunne versus Von Wanger. Oh my god, this was a great match. I enjoyed it, but will we see a new champion that never held the NXT title? Or will we see Tommaso Ciampa get Goldie back? And ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match and your new NXT champion, Goldie, is back home with Tommaso Ciampa. LA Knight was bleeding. This match was crazy, but even Von Wanger did a good job. And this guy hasn't been on indie shows, and this guy's amazing? Hallelujah! My goodness, I think everybody that they hired and shown on here actually did impressive work. I'm sorry to say, but I think everybody did impressive work. Sometimes when they bring some people, they don't do impressive work, they just job out. But some of these guys actually showed really good work. Even this Trick Williams guy, his kick that he did to Duke Hudson was amazing. But ladies and gentlemen, now we got the wedding of Index. This thing made me laugh. So everybody was not in the audience, but there was chairs in the ring. But I want to talk about the funny parts. Indy Hartwell was talking about her vows, and somehow she just brought up how she snugged Dexter Lumis in her room while Johnny and Candice LeRae was sleeping in her bedroom. Austin Theory makes his return as well. When the priest says, "Does anyone have any objects of these two getting married?" everybody raised their hand, and then you just see Dexter Lumis open his jacket and threatens everybody with a machete, and everybody puts their hand down. That was the funny part. And then Johnny Gargano asked for the rings. He asked Austin Theory, "Do you have the rings?" He told Johnny, "We are in a ring." And then and then Eagle Man stands up. He opens his jacket, and there's the rings in his armpits. And then when the priest asked for Dexter Lumis's vows, Dexter did not say a word. He did a thumbs up, and then the priest wants to know why you didn't say anything. Your beautiful bride, pour her heart out, and you just have a thumbs up. He just thought Dexter Lumis was nervous, and so he went up to him and says, "Are you nervous?" And then Dexter Lumis just chokes out the priest. And now they try and find the priest. I thought Damian Priest would come because Damian Priest was there, but he was there just for the party. And then they asked William Regal. William Regal said no. For some reason, there's a zombie beside William Regal. But William Regal says, "No, I don't want to be the priest." And then Beth Phoenix came out of nowhere and says she has a degree, online degree, to be a priest. What? And then she did the whole ending. Johnny gave out the rings to Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis. And she said a whole bunch of words, and then Indy Hartwell says, "I do." She says to the same thing to Dexter Lumis, and Dexter Lumis, and then Beth Phoenix says, "Do you take her as your wife?" She says, "No, what? That's okay. We don't have to do that." Dexter just covers the mic, Beth's mic, and he says, "I," takes a little breather, says, "I do." And ladies and gentlemen, we have a husband and wife and a messed up, weird wedding that happened on NXT's 2.0 that will never be forgotten when somebody gets threatened with a machete. The fans went nuts. The crowd of the superstars and interviewers went nuts inside the ring. Everybody went nuts. I was laughing because, oh man, that was funny. I never been laughed on wrestling very much until now. So you talk about you sneaking your boyfriend in your bedroom while your parents are asleep. You don't want to admit that. Even Dexter Lumis says, "Oh? You say what?" And he covers that microphone. And she thinks it's cute that he stalks her. He thinks it's cute. She thinks it's cute. My goodness. Oh, man, guys. I don't hate the new arena. I think they need a new logo, but I don't hate it. They didn't really change much. It's just the arena doesn't look like an underground fight club. I didn't like that vibe. But ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent show. I enjoyed it. I was a little nervous that it might get a little messed up. But it was pretty decent. No wrestling skills got changed. We saw all the crazy stuff that happening. Nobody changed their finishers, saying it's too dangerous. Or the creative wasn't that bad. Because Triple H is still the boss and the producer of NXT 2.0. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for AEW's results. That's all for me today. Tyler is out. Bye!